All right, what's up, people? I'm making this video mostly for myself, but if it touches base with anybody, that's cool as shit. Over the course of time, I've made no, that's not an ass mark. It's not an ass mark. It's a butt mark, motherfucker. That's where I sit. Anywho, Lord Jesus Christ. Damn, it seems like it's keep getting bigger. And the wound ain't healing. Oh shit. Must be a curse. Kidding. Over the course of the years, I've made several videos in which, and now see, I'm starting to feel bad about this. And I'm like, shit. Do you know how much a fucking frame? This is a 2x3 frame. How much that would cost? He paid $5 for this shit. And I gotta pay $80 for a fucking frame? Are you joking me? Off some shit I don't even fuck with. I feel bad because I dressed him down in the fucking restaurant, dude. Anywho, I made a series of videos. I know I'm getting to it. Well, fuck you. Unsubscribe. See, you were waiting for it. There it is. There's your invitation. Go right down there and hit that little red fucking button or whatever it looks like. This is unsubscribe. Do it. Do it now. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. You did it yet? Cool. Appreciate that. At a certain point, because y'all ain't helping me, I'm going to fucking start just like sniping motherfuckers. And I don't like doing that. Never liked doing it. Sorry, Anna, I did it to Seeker of Truth or Truth Seeker or Seeker of Wisdom or Knowledge Seeker or Wisdom Seeker or whatever the fuck it was. I forget. Oh yeah, Seeker chick. Sorry about that. I was on my period. Anywho, see, I can laugh at myself. That's one of the reasons I'm cool. But another reason I'm cool is because I made a series of videos. See, we're finally getting to it. Don't worry, I'll get there. No, wait, I want to talk about Superman. I made a series of videos entitled Why I'm a Progressive. And I don't disavow any of those. But I wanted to update my thinking on this because lately progressivism, and I'm this time when I say it, I'm going to put the quotes on it. Progressivism has turned into something that it's really not. So I needed to remind myself why I am still a progressive, and as a matter of fact, why I'm a progressive more than ever. So let's start talking about, let me just lay a philosophical groundwork here. I think that Satanism as a philosophy / whatever else you want to think it is, if you think it's a religion, that's okay. The word religion is ultimately vacuous. No, seriously, look up the roots. Religio, to bind together. It's just a social construct. Oh shit, did I bust your bubble? Okay, fine, I did. If I dignify something with the term philosophy, it must mean more than a religio. You know what I'm saying? But this mentality of betterment, and that's what a progressive is. A progressive is someone who believes in betterment over time, meaning that the future should be more impressive in whatever term, however you want to interpret that word impressive. But the future should be more impressive than the present, and the present is more impressive than the past. Because if you don't believe that part, that second part, then you're not a progressive. That's what's called a regressive. If you believe that somehow the past was superior to the present. So for example, if you believe that, slavery still exists in the world. But if you believe that slavery in the United States, as exemplified in the antebellum South, was a preferable model to emancipation and what followed, then you would be a regressive. You'd be somebody that thinks that the past is somehow... Now, you can also be a regressive in the sense of somebody like a... Well, I hate to say this, so I'm not going to say him, but I'll say Eric Von Daniken, or that guy with the fucking hair on the Alien show. You know, Nicholas Super Stupidus. I forget what the fuck that dude's name is, right? But these are the people that basically say that human beings did nothing ever. Everything was always aliens, 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 aliens. Human beings were basically just not doing anything, and then just aliens did everything. You know, those fuckers. They're weird, but so, all right, damn, that's a. Oh, this is gonna be a long video. I can already tell. I'm fucking 5.5 minutes in. I haven't even fucking lit this jack yet, which sucks dicks. When I put in a reorder, so reorder coming. You know what I'm saying? It's been raining out here for a while. I mean, like 15 years straight. It's been raining. Shit. Blue lights is rain. So why am I? Well, Satanism as a philosophy is ultimately progressive because of betterment. The idea that we want the future to be better than the past. Now, how do we do this? That's the real issue, okay? So, if you really want to think about how can we be progressive, I think there's a lot of, like, how should I say, sub-vectors that you can look at. I'll give you a few. I'm going to give you the one that everybody's talking about the most, and that's climate. Do I believe climate change is real? 100%. That's not, nobody didn't, if you, see, the thing is, y'all weirdos like Greta and those fuckers that are, you know, stapling their hands to fucking paintings and shit, or, well, I mean, they didn't staple their hands to the paintings. I'm thinking what I would have done once they super glued their hands to the paintings. I probably would have stapled their feet to the floor or some shit. Just because that's kind of how I roll. Or I just roll in there with like a brick. Nothing of mine. I'm not gonna sully I'm not gonna sully my hands or the extensions thereof. I'll just find a brick outside, you know, like the ones that the fucking FBI be dropping around when they want something to happen. Oh, you didn't know about that story? The pallets of bricks? Go look that shit up. You'll be surprised. It's definitely not progressive. Well, let's just say that dude's head would be dented. You ever seen a dent-headed dude? No, y'all don't roll the way I roll, dude. If you ever run into a dent-headed dude, and trust me, you're not going to, because you're never going to see somebody like that. But when you do, if you do, you'll be like, oh shit, that was some brick, wasn't it? You just know, you don't even say it. I don't say it out loud, because you're like, bringing up bad memories and shit. The motherfucker might start spinning around, acting like the fucking exorcist demon and shit. But no, so climate change, is it real? Yeah, it's real. Okay. So now what are we going to do about it? Well, the progressive concept is we employ all of the fucking resources that we have in both the public and the private sector towards a competition goal of solving this problem. In other words, not what they're doing. They're doing the opposite of this. They're doing some form of crony fascism, because fascism is technically speaking, fascism is the linkage of government and corporate interests into a single vision. That's technically what the word fascist means, just in case anybody's still confused about that, because these days people don't read books, which kind of sucks in and of itself. This is going to be a long video. Stay tuned. It's raining outside. I can't go suck my dick in the backyard on that thing that I bought that actually makes it capable for you to... Well, at first it cracks your... Oh, fuck, never mind. I'm not going to even talk about it. It's going to sound pornographic. Then I'm going to have to put it into the public library of a middle school. So yeah, that's what I would say. We want to solve this climate. It's not a crisis. It's more like we're going to have to adapt. And the people that are sounding the fucking bells on this the most are people that are worried about something called the Global South. But this is not a geopolitics video. It's not a geopolitics video. It's a politics video, just not a geopolitics video. So, yes, we need to solve climate change, but not the way they're trying to do it at all. What we need to do is innovate. We just stop with all this regulation and all that bullshit. Regulation is regressive, not progressive. Let's take the cuffs off and let people get to work. So that's number one, the climate. Number two, very closely related, infrastructure. That means your roads, your bridges. I'm going to get to that one really quick. Your roads, your bridges, your highways, everything that basically your air transportation, et cetera, et cetera. You want to beef this up, and what that doesn't mean that we have to replace every window in every building to make it more ecologically fucking sound or whatever the fuck. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stopping what happened on I-95 in Pennsylvania last week, right? That's what I'm talking about. And the senator from that goddamn state couldn't even fucking, meaning John Fetterman, couldn't speak a fucking sentence. That dude went into a fucking dizzy spell. That's a sitting United States senator, ladies and gentlemen. That's not progressive. Right? Oh, shit. Lord Jesus Christ. I'm going to keep going, dude. I'm going to keep going. Education. How are we being progressive in education? Progressive in education means that our results are going to be better today than they were yesterday. Wait, am I doing it? And then tomorrow they're going to be better than they were today. Now that part's going to be hard to defeat because they can't get worse than they are today. Or can they? Can they? You tell me. I live personally, and this isn't me bragging. This is actually me being fucking sad. I live in one of the top 5 counties in the entire United States. Fairfax County, Northern Virginia. Seriously, this is where, when you look at the fucking top counties, we're up there. And I'm nothing but disappointed in the education system that my children have received. It's laughable. One county up the street, Loudoun County. That's where that rape happened in the bathroom. They're pushing this shit. They've pushed it on my kids. I've talked to both of my children. My daughter's in college now, and my son is getting ready to go to full high school next year. I'm more worried about him than her because she's been through it, and she existed in the universe before smart technology. But, oh, that would be an interesting one. Smart technology, progressive or not. But education needs to be progressive. Guess what we did? We went regressive. We went to No Child Left Behind based on Common Core. And No Child Left Behind became whatever the fuck Barack Obama morphed it into, but he made it worse. Under Rahm Emanuel or the other brother Emanuel or whoever the fuck. One of these weirdos. Go back and look at Obama's team. Shit, look at any president's team. They're all weirdos. They're all weirdos. None of them are progressive. They're all regressive in one form or another. And don't even bring up Trump's team because Trump never had a team because he kept firing everybody. He thought he was still on The Apprentice and shit. He's like, oh, you're fired. You're fired. You know what's fucked up is they all had that loyalty to the Don, though, didn't they? So like, Trump's a great man. Look what he threw Paul Manafort under the bus. Paul Manafort is Donald Trump, greatest president ever. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Have some nuts, dude. At least, be honest about shit. Hold on. Gotta kitty drink this. Yeah, I should probably get one of those little, oh, don't worry. It's gonna be a long video. Those little kitty straws that you put shit in. So, all right. Infrastructure, 1000%. Need to be a little bit more progressive on that. Just spending in general. We should be spending it here in this country on our people, especially our veterans, those people that have fought to keep this country safe. We should stop fighting foreign wars, stop fighting wars to begin with, unless somebody attacks us specifically. Focus ourselves on STEM research, on everything that makes everything great. All right, so what's next? Race. We were being progressive on race for a long time until we made the mistake of electing the first black president. That's when shit went downhill immediately. Y'all know how I roll. Y'all know my mentality. If I see a white dude and a black dude fighting, you already know whose side I'm jumping in on if I have to. Nobody's ain't getting in that bullshit. You feel me? But nah, you know what I'm saying? It's more likely that I know, well, even that's not true. See, we need to get away from this fucking racialization of fucking everything. Everything ain't about race. Let's start seeing people as people and let's move on, right? So fuck race. Just get it out the way. We're the human race. I know there's like little differences of melanin and culture and language and hair kinkiness and whatever the fuck. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. If you give a fuck, that's your problem. You're not progressive. You're regressive. You think it was better back then when we had the coloreds only fucking shit. Coloreds only these nuts. Okay. All right. So the most progressive thing ever has to be the transgender, right? The transgender. At 17 minutes in, we're going to start talking about the transgender. This is so progressive. Okay, whatever. You got to take one L, dude. I'll take one L. It is progressive. It definitely is. Or wait, is it? Here's the problem. Remember, the idea behind progressivism is that you think that the present is better than the past, which is your basis for moving the future to be better than the present. Here's the problem with the whole transgender. We have not gotten to the future part where the present will then be able to judge the past. And I think when we get to that point, we're going to find out that there was a huge, monstrous, disastrous mistake made in that whole process, and that it was never progressive. I'm not even going to dignify it by saying it was regressive. It was purposely destructive. And the people that were behind it, and this is the way, and I'm going to leave this, I'm going to give you an endum. It almost sounds like fucking Fleet. Like the thing you stick up your butt and you just, oh yeah, now I'm the macho man, but only for a minute. I can't hold it for long. Oh yeah. It's like a fucking, yeah. So I think we're going to see this as, and the analogy that I've heard, and I think this is apropos, is that they're going to look back on this whole trans silliness, and they're going to see it the same way that we now look at the process of lobotomization that was going on. Like about, what, 100, 125 years ago, something like that. You know, back in the 19th century and whatnot. Late 19th, early 20th, whatever. I don't know. Fact check me. I don't give a shit. So I don't find the transgender progressive at all. As a matter of fact, I think it distracts from so many other things that actually matter. The fact that it takes up as much time and space in the mass media and the media in general that you consume, whether it be on YouTube or whether it be on mainstream media, or whether it be on, whatever the fuck. It could be any other, Instagram. I don't do that. It could be on fucking Tumblr, is that even a real thing anymore? I don't fucking know. I don't know any of these things. Like TikTok, it's this Chinese spy app. You're never gonna catch me with that on my phone. You know, it's out there in the fucking zeitgeist, just fucking blasting you 24/7. Trans, pride, drag queen story hour. The fact that it's that prevalent. Look, bro, if you want to keep your shit over, like I always say, I'm like, just go over there, be over there in the corner, dude, and then fuck it. Then I ain't tripping. When you start throwing glitter in my face, man, these fuckers be doing stupid shit like that. Not to me. Because I'd have had charges pressed. For assault with a deadly weapon. My hands are registered. No, they're not. That's the old joke everybody used to tell. You know, you have to register your hands as a lethal weapon. No, you don't have to register shit. It works the other way up. It works backwards. They're like, oh, you have this. That's a deadly weapon, sir. I'm like, you damn straight it is. You want me to stab you with it? No, I was talking about hands. But seriously, the idea behind progressivism, and this is why you have to be very careful of these fuckers that are running around these days pushing a so-called progressive agenda. What they're really doing is most of them are communists and most of them are anarchists, meaning that they want to destroy the society. They're not interested in making things better. And that's what a progressive is supposed to do. So when we talk about we're going to eliminate all cars that consume gas by the year 2025, or no, they say 2050, there will be nothing that requires any kind of fucking petrol or petroleum or whatever, oil or whatever they want to call it. So everything's going to have to be run off an electrical grid. I mean, unless any of these fuckers is Zeus, where's that electricity coming from? Now, see, this is the problem none of them want to answer. Whenever it gets brought up, they change the topic. Because it's already in their fucking studies. The ones that they tell you about, but they never fucking read from. Because if they did, they'd be fucking like forced to fucking basically put their foot in their mouth and chew on it for like 10 minutes. You can't just get free electricity. Oh, it's solar. Yeah, those cost more to operate than they do to fucking like than they actually get back. These are all cost ineffective measures. And then you got them fucking things out in the ocean that's fucking killing whales. But these are the environmentalists, right? But they're out there in the ocean killing whales. You didn't know about that? Look it up. That's not progressive. That's retarded. We need to get our feet back underneath of us. That's progressivism. So yes, I am still a progressive. I will always be a progressive. I think that's just, de rigueur for a fucking Satanist to be a progressive. But that doesn't mean I'm going to put on black lipstick and like do something with fucking what? She's using like tongs to pull her mouth apart. That just shit should look weird, man. Like a clown face. Hey man, at some point, you just got to admit you're not photogenic and just hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But yeah, I'm always a progressive because I'm a Satanist, 100%.